Hi.
Thanks for coming.
Hey, girl.
Thanks for coming.
Oh, grrr.
Well, hello, and thanks for coming, America. My name is Seth. What's yours?
Hello, Jamal's here.
Hi, it's Stony.
Hey, everyone. Welcome back again to another brand new episode of Thanks for Coming, the most magically gay podcast there ever is and soon will never be again.
We're going to live forever on the airwaves.
Yes, girl. We will live in infamy. Oh, my God. The boys are back in town. We're all together again.
I know. We've all been like on little quick tour, like whirlwind visits and shit.
I know. All of you have been so busy, and I've always been consistently here.
Yeah. But
every goddamn episode.
But will you get the crown if you just constantly have to lip sync to the finale?
Yeah.
It's good to be back. This is our last episode covering drag things. Drag show
Drag race. Yeah, drag shows. I guess we might have to briefly talk about the winner of Dragula next week, but
Oh,
that's
yeah,
fine.
yeah. For sure.
We'll
have
keep it
to.
brief. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I hope everyone enjoyed last week while I was not here. I didn't know that I would be replaced by Maddie Morphosis, but, just taking off 1 week, but...
Well, we did give to Nick that lovely microphone we used to use, so we had to put it to use.
Yeah,
Straight is the new gay.
You guys were really spilling the bud, huh?
Yeah.
I was
Oh my
sipping a
gosh.
bourbon neats.
Oh my gosh, it's so hetero here now. I can still smell the Axe body spray.
Now, that shit is not allowed anywhere near me. We were just sharing our thoughts and tea. We can't be out here ashy in these streets, so we had to come moisturized and correct.
Oh my gosh, Maddie, you smell like a locker room. What is that scent? Oh, that's Tank, girl. Oh gosh. Well, I did enjoy your all conversation about Maddie Morphosis last week. I just wanted to correct the record that Scaredy Cat identifies as bisexual. So I just didn't want there to be any bisexual eraser. So I wanted to correct the record.
No, we appreciate that.
Yeah.
Did they identify as bisexual when they appeared on the show?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Oh,
Yes.
Yeah. I guess I forgot about that.
Because
Well,
he
I'll be
always
sure
had a
to pass that
girlfriend.
on to Bob and Monet as well.
Yeah, they're also hateful. So no, I'm just kidding. We love them.
They're hateful to each other.
Yeah, that was funny. I don't know if you saw online. Shea Coulee tweeted this funny tweet. It was like, "Ooh, I don't know who." Or I thought Monet was cussing someone out in the other room, but it just turns out they were recording sibling rivalry.
I need to go find that tweet because that's accurate tea.
That shit was funny.
That's funny.
Oh gosh. But yeah, I guess, just to, I don't know, maybe no one gives a fuck at this point, to throw my opinion in about this Maddie Morphosis thing. Like, I did listen to your all's discussion and I mostly agreed with it. My only thing is that, like, before we just start throwing heterosexual people in, or cis heterosexual people in, like, I just would have liked to have seen more queer representation because it took them so long to get trans people in there, and we haven't seen like drag kings or anything like that on Drag Race.
Sure.
So that's really my biggest complaint, is that it took so long for RuPaul to stop being so hateful that it's like would feel a little bit more genuine if like we had more representation on the show. And also the fact of having Maddie on the show kind of like is overshadowing the 2 trans contestants that are on the season 14.
But see, I don't think so, because those queens, and being a black queen myself, not a trans queen, but we don't need to hide behind anyone's light. They will shine plenty on their own, and people are lifting up their names on the cast. At least I've seen that. So let's not even put that out there, because that's not what the community's trying to do with Maddie.
No.
This is just a discussion because
Yeah.
people are pressed, Yeah.
Yeah.
And I respect your opinion too, but I mean, I don't know. If we're going to feel this way about one person, we need to feel the same way about the AFAB queens. You know, let's be consistent in our hatred if we're going to be that way.
Well, I mean, I don't know. I think that's a little different to me because
I don't know.
AFAB
We can't
are
pick
in
and
the
choose.
queer community.
It's our understanding that the terms AFAB and AMAB, assigned female at birth and assigned male at birth, were created for people whose gender identities might not match the bodies that they are in. But I guess our question would be, technically, aren't hetero cis women that do drag AFAB as well? They may not need to, claim that term, or not need, they may not choose to identify that way, but aren't they AFAB as well? I don't know. It's a genuine question. Let us know. Let's have a discussion on Twitter. Back to the show.
Yeah, I see that, but, we can't pick and choose all the time.
I don't know. I guess we'll have to agree to disagree.
Happily, but, be
Yeah.
careful, queers. We can't pick and choose what we're going to be mad at one week to the next. Let's be careful.
Yeah, I did agree, though, also with you saying that Dragula has like a lot more inclusivity in their shorter amount of seasons. And they actually just had their first problematic trans contestant. So that's, something new, too.
Welcome to the club. drag entertainment. It's really unfortunate. Like, entertainment really, those skeletons for anyone come out. So
There's more, I guess you would say, for the alternative spooky drag, which
Yes.
is why they had the straight contestant, Disasterina, because watching straight people is scary.
touche.
Yeah, that's all I have to say about that, I guess. So I know everyone lands in different spots on the issue, but I don't know. I just wanted to share my opinions, so there was a little bit of variety in the mix.
Yeah, absolutely. That's what we do on the show.
Yes, girl. Also, to transition into our Dragula discussion, there were some pretty wild accusations flying around the interwebs this week revolving around Dragula contestant. And what I would say is a front runner in the competition, Dahli.
Oh, yeah. So before we hit record, listeners, I've been kind of offline this past week, so I did not catch any of this tea. So please fill us in, Seth.
Yeah, so basically on Reddit, of course, where everything happens, there someone
Yes.
someone posted a series of screenshots of text messages, and I think the title of the post was so Dahli groomed me when I was 15.
Oh my gosh.
And so the text messages are it's not like sexting, but it's very suggestive and kind of inappropriate for an adult, because at the time Dahli would have been because it didn't have the time stamps on them, so people were trying to place around what time this was, and so they kind of calculated that Dahli would have been around 21 to 26 at this time.
Okay.
And so yeah, not good. And of course, the story was coming out pretty, starting to ramp up. I'm not sure why. You can share your trauma whenever you want, I suppose, but it's coming out around the finale.
Yeah.
So I think Dahli pretty quickly made their Instagram private, of course, as you do. I don't know if Dahli has Twitter, but they did make their Instagram private, and then made an iOS press release, of course.
God.
A few days later.
What did it say? Did you get genuine vibes from it, or is it hard to tell? I err on the side of listening to the victims until they give me a reason to believe otherwise. But I'm curious to what they said.
I would say based on the victim's accusations plus Dahli's explanation, I feel like it is possible that Dahli groomed this person.
Oh no.
Because Dahli's statement was basically saying that that she didn't she had met this person at shows and stuff like that, afterwards, when they do the meet and greets and things like that. Mm-hmm. But but that they never really started like texting or talking like that until he had turned 18, the victim.
It just seems
Yeah, it just seems a little suspect.
it's a little muddy, right?
And the statement doesn't really help.
We need more details, I think.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
If anything, the statement actually makes it worse.
Yeah, I think the statement makes it worse because to me, it just makes Dahli feel like more guilty. Like when your excuses, like they're like, oh, this is false, blah, 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 blah. But I did talk to them once they were 18.
Yeah, I would have pulled my best Beyonce card and just not said shit.
Yeah, I don't know, girls. So
This is why
like
people need to hire publicists again. This is people's jobs. Like,
I know.
don't say a word.
For real, girl. I mean, so it's like kind of, I mean, it's definitely disappointing because Dahli was like one of the front runners and, you know, someone that I was rooting for throughout the season. And it's really disappointing to find out that they were engaging in this type of behavior.
Right. It's not only is it unsettling, it's just like it kind of puts a dark cloud on the show because we've been having a great time watching them and they have been performing well. So it's like, damn, what are we supposed to do with that?
Right. And it'll be interesting if it's addressed on the show, or maybe I don't know if they film alternative endings for Dragula.
Like statement kind of.
Yeah.
Things that flash across the episode, disclaimer kind of things.
Yeah. So I don't know. It'll be interesting to see next week how this plays out. I know we have, for the first time in Dragula history, a top 4.
That's right. For the first time. I'm actually excited about it. I'm excited also to see what Dragula does with the top 4 and kind of how it all plays out.
Absolutely. So I guess, you know, just take that as you will, listeners, that information. Feel free to, of course, do your research on it and
please
inform yourself.
Tag us in any good stories or feedback. Like, keep us out of the trash, y'all. But tag us in the things you think we should see if there's any information we're leaving out or that other listeners should be privy to.
Definitely, because I am really appreciative that someone pointed this out to me so that I don't look like an idiot.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Yeah, definitely. So I guess kind of to transition into our honesty spill of the week, we are going to discuss the Last Supper is what it's called on Dragula. It's basically a reunion episode.
Oh my God. Girl, this is the SmackDown we've been waiting for the entire season. Let's put all these hoes in a room. We take off the earrings and the press-ons and just let them go at it. Woo!
Yeah, it was a pretty wild Last Supper. It was really spicy.
Very spicy.
Yes, girl. So the top of the show, they did show the audition tapes, which I was like, maybe I shouldn't have done because it kind of like took me out of the illusion of the whole competition. And
oh, like, no, you didn't like the rewind?
I didn't like the rewind because I was like, you're making, well, like certain people, like their audition tapes just seemed kind of lame. So I was like, what did the Boulay brothers see in them to cast them?
Oh, no. Do you think it's just maybe an editing moment where they picked like the wrong moments of the reel, or just like it just took you out of the vibe of the whole episode?
Yeah, I mean, it's possible they just picked, you know, a clip that rubbed me a weird way. But yeah, I don't know. It just for me, it took me out of the illusion of this competition.
I guess I could see how viewers would feel that way.
Because they're like doing all this cool stuff, and then in the in their videos, they were kind of like, it was like very like kind of boring.
Yeah. I kind of like seeing those moments, but I can see how it felt maybe a little disconnected for sure.
Definitely. And then of course, you know, we got into all the dramas that happened this season. Of course, I guess we can maybe start with Mary's personality and Sigourney and all that sort of thing.
It's so hard because I want to be like Team Mary, like I want to root for Mary, but you know, a messy bitch is a messy bitch. And you know, I'm friends with some messy bitches. You know, messy bitches deserve love and to be treated as humans as well. And Mary is no different, but she was kind of, in my opinion, like riding Sigourney this whole time. Like she felt a way about her when Sigourney like kind of walked by her in the very beginning and didn't acknowledge her. Like Mary decided then she wasn't going to like her.
Yeah.
So it's just kind of exhausting, the back and forth, and I'm glad that Sigourney was like standing up for themselves.
Yeah, it kind of felt like Mary just like made up some sort of reason for not liking Sigourney.
Yeah, it's like, come on, like why can't we just be nice to each other?
My opinion did not change anything of Mary Cherry this episode. I still think she's just like a complete bitch and just trying to cause drama on the show.
Like I really wanted to come around on Mary, and I think I got it a little bit more in the finale when Mary was explaining everything. To be honest, I think Mary was just in a lot of in a dark place and in a lot of pain because of the loss of her mom, and I get that, so I get that's probably why she was lashing out so much. But I think also part of it is that she was like wanting to make good TV and things like that too.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I really couldn't like come back and fully forgive Mary. Like I'm not gonna follow her on the season, anymore. But I kind of also now get why she was the way she was. Is basically what I'm saying.
I feel the same way. Like I'm willing to give her a little bit of a pass because I mean that's a hard thing to lose someone you're so close to, and that's nothing that we should just overlook or not acknowledge. But we have to learn kind of how to not only just be open about it, but allow ourselves to kind of heal how we need to. It's okay to share and let people know what's going on. So maybe they understand if you're just having a bad day, and people know naturally to just leave you alone.
Right.
But I know it's hard to share those things. So I did feel for her a little bit, but I agree with you, Seth.
And also too, like on Sigourney's side of it, like I get it too. Sigourney was just really like focused on the competition. Like that's how she was getting, she like she said, this is a once in a lifetime opportunity that it will not come again, so I have to do it. And so like her staying focused on the competition is her, it sounds like her way of like coping with the mourning of her mom too.
Yeah, she's just, and some people do that, they throw themselves into their work. Yep,
definitely. And I don't think there's anything wrong with that. And the fact that Mary wasn't getting what she wanted out of Sigourney is not Sigourney's fault. Like Mary had these expectations like that she put on Sigourney.
Yes, and man, that goes for everyone. Like any kind of relationship, whether you're dating, friendship, familial, whatever, like don't place expectations on people when they don't know that they're there. Like they're going to fail because they don't know they have something to live up to.
Right. And maybe you should have like started conversations about like talking about each other's loss and things like that, instead of just being like, you're not real, Sigourney. Like, how do you expect her to like open up? Of course she put up a wall with you,
Right. Why would I want to braid your hair now, bitch? I have scissors in my hand. You want to be my friend still?
And also shout out to the real one, Coco Kane, because that was like, she was my favorite part of this entire reunion.
She was not playing with y'all.
No, she was like, nah, Mary, like, stop trying to twist the story here.
Oh, yeah. That was the bone collector. That was the Sheree of the episode.
Oh, yeah.
Sheree from Real Housewives of Atlanta. That was Coco Kane was the bone collector.
Oh, yeah.
And I was really happy, too, that she finally said, like, the reason I was in the bad mood that episode was because of you, Mary. Because you could tell, like we could tell as viewers of the show that was the reason why, like, and for like Mary to flat out say like she was nervous to have Coco Kane as a partner, like girl, you did not mean that like you meant that as like a dig against her drag. Like we know you did, girl.
Yeah.
Say
Stop
whatever
being
you
messy.
want.
Don't try to be discreet. Like, no, don't try to play coy.
Yeah, I was not buying that. I was like, hell yeah, Team Coco Kane. Like, she is the real bitch here, and like she keeps it real, and I love her for it.
I was here for that moment.
Yeah, she was going off, like keeping it like she was like, I got you, Sigourney. And I don't know. It was just nice to see someone actually stand up for Sigourney as well, for a change.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I agree.
Because then also too, like, I don't know, this never makes sense to me, but like also, like, Mary was like, Sigourney, you're not being real, like, you know, you're not being real. And then like when she finally starts to speak up for herself at the finale, being like, then Mary was like, ooh, where was that bitch? Like, where's she been all season or whatever? And it's like, so you want Sigourney to be messy? Like, I don't get it.
It's like twisted deflection. Like, there's no satisfying this monster.
Yeah.
Like,
right, like
there's
Sigourney
always
was trying to be nice
something
to her.
to bitch about. You know, she's gonna give you the energy you're looking for, and then you're gonna like throw it back in her face. So what's the point in her doing anything you desire or want?
Right. She just wants to complain. No matter what Sigourney does, it's going to be like, oh,
Right.
you're being fake. You're doing this. Like, I'm exhausted from it. Girl, bye.
I know. And then, of course, we have the whole J. Jolie segment where she kind of like preemptively apologizes to Sarah Andrews. I mean, Bitter Betty, and also to Mary Cherry.
Sarah Andrews. Yeah, I don't. You know, I guess it was cute. I don't know if I would have felt like I needed to apologize. It's part of the game.
Yeah, I was like, personally, I felt like Jay didn't owe them apologies or anything like that.
No.
Because
it's part of the game. Someone had to,
Yeah.
it was there for a reason. Like, come on, you have to use the superpower.
Right, and like the whole thing was like they wanted Jay to speak up and be loud, and she was loud, and then they didn't like that either. So it kind of goes back to the whole issue with Mary. It's like they're just never going to be satisfied.
Yep, you're right.
And then also in the breaks, they were kind of showing like behind the scenes stuff, and like Better Betty's like behind the scenes stuff was her just being like, oh, I need more booze. Like, and it's like, wow, you're so cool. How much of an alcoholic you are.
I'm gonna need Seth to start like a YouTube channel where it's just like it's one of those channels where you're reviewing the shows and you're just like a cloud in the corner with your commentary. Because I mean, I felt the same way. It was like
Laugh tracks.
Did she appreciate the apology? I don't know.
Oh, Bitter Betty?
Yeah.
I think she did. She seemed to be pretty like seemed to be pretty forgiving of Jade.
Okay, sometimes I can't tell with people because like you said, she was like focused on getting that refill, so I was like,
Right. Maybe that was after the refill when she was feeling good.
Never mind. That's probably something within me that's reaching. I'll stop.
And then, of course, you know, we discussed the trait of the season being formaldehyde, which I also agree with.
You know, they're cute.
Yeah, I thought that was pretty crazy to find out that being on the show was the first time that they were ever on a stage.
Yeah, that was interesting to me.
Because they were so confident, too. They were like, I'm going to serve and do this, you know, like before they went out. But
yeah, and very
for having
looks.
and for having no stage experience, I mean, that's scary. Like, that's scary. It took me a long time to get comfortable on the stage, just being a kid through, like, college age. So,
Oh,
good for
yeah.
them.
Definitely. And I also loved all the shady anonymous questions from the cast members.
Oh, that was fun. I enjoyed that part.
Mary,
Yeah,
can you
I
spell
like that
delusional?
I like this game.
It turns out she can't because she spelled delusion, not delusional.
I feel like I'm going to start playing this game at the family functions.
Anonymous questions.
Yep,
You put your question in a hat, and we're just gonna go through them all, girl.
that's right. I don't mind being the facilitator. This messy queen.
Jamal's gonna have the shittiest Christmas.
I'm gonna be litty titty and watch the fireworks.
Yes, girl. Jamal's like Jamal's got her Stacey Lane Matthews like camera out, phone camera.
Yes.
And how do you feel about that?
Don't give me any ideas.
I need another YouTube video, so make this shit look good. Oh my gosh. Yeah, so I don't know. Is there any other moments from the Last Supper that you guys wanted to touch on?
I think that's pretty much it. I've been enjoying this season quite a bit. I am excited to see the finale and see who is crowned the next drag super monster. I just really enjoy the Boulets. Like, I've become such a fan in the last couple of years, so I'm just happy to be consuming this content.
Yeah, I like it a lot. It trips me out that Bitter Betty sounds like one of the Boulets.
Yeah, that is kind of fucked up.
They all have the same video. They all have the same voice.
Yeah, I totally spaced on that.
The little one was getting real mad about having to wear heels too.
The little one stays mad, it seems.
Yeah, little
That's
one
the
stays mad for
Mariah.
sure.
That's
yeah,
Mariah.
I would definitely be more. I like related more to the big one who's like, "Girl, you're sitting down. You're not even standing in your heels."
Be thankful for this opportunity.
Be like, "Girl, it's not that bad." Oh my gosh. All right. Well, I guess, yeah. So at the end of this episode, just to kind of wrap it up, is, they find out all of the four people remaining, the four monsters are in the top four, which I kind of agree with. I mean, knowing what I know now, I'm probably not. Well, I'm not going to be rooting for Dahli to win. So I think my favorite that I'm going to root to win would be Sigourney Beaver. What about you two?
I'm definitely team Sigourney or actually Hoso. Hoso's impressed me all season, so I wouldn't mind seeing them take the crown.
I'm definitely team Sigourney all the way.
Yeah, I remember I was like kind of team Hoso from the start, but just seeing some of her backstage behavior just kind of put me off a little bit, just because she should not be asking for so much help.
Yeah, I don't take that lightly. I'm definitely more Sigourney heavy, but yeah, we would need to work on our manners if we got the crown.
Yeah, I think I would still be happy if Hoso won, though.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
no, that's an accurate call out.
I mean, yeah, I don't know. I think it'd be cool if Saint won, but she seems to be kind of like the lowest on the totem pole.
Yo, if Saint really knocks it out of the park this finale episode and takes it there, great.
Yeah,
that's all we're looking for. But that would be
Saint.
badass too. Yeah, we like Saint.
So yeah, stay tuned. We'll have a very brief discussion about whoever wins at the top of next week's show, even though it technically isn't going to be a recap show. And we'll discuss more about what you can expect at the end of this episode.
Stay tuned.
All right, why don't we take a quick little break here, and then when we come back, we will get into the Queen of the North in Canada and some trade. Yes, we have trade this week.
Ooh, I'm so hungry. Thank you.
God.
It's a surprise trade. Not even Jamal and Stoney know who I'm going to pick.
Well,
So stay tuned, everyone.
Let me get my napkin.
bye.
Hi, Queens. Oh my gosh, we're on break. Thanks for coming.
This is the part of the show where we refill our drinks and you get time to leave us a review. It lets us know how we are doing and lets more Drag Race fans sashay our way.
You could also tip us while you're listening to the show like you would tip a Root Girl at their show. You can Venmo us at TFC Pod or on Cash App to $TFC Pod to thank us for all the hard work that goes into making a show like this.
Oh my gosh, we better get back to the show.
I've got my drink and I am ready to untuck, Mary.
Let's get back into the Interior Illusions Lounge and record the rest of the podcast.
So tell me why you're out here in a bathing suit with no corset and a belt.
Shut up, Michelle.
Oh, and by the way, you're not my real dad, and you never will be. Anyways, back to the show. Hey everybody, welcome back to our Honesty Spill of the Week, where we are back again to bring you full coverage of everything in the Drag Race universe that we've decided to cover.
We're coming towards the end. We've got a little bit left.
Yes, well, we have to discuss the Canada's Drag Race finale.
That's right. The crown has been crowned.
Yes, girl. We have like the main maxi challenge this week in the finale was, of course, to write and record a verse for a performance to Brooklyn Heights song "Queen of the North," which I personally enjoyed better than any of RuPaul's finale songs. I wish we got quality songs like this.
I was
on other seasons.
I was low key living for the track.
Yeah, I liked it. I was nervous, but I was like, wow, RuPaul can suck it.
I was nervous too. I wasn't when they said Brooklyn was going to have a song. I was like, okay, do all the queens need to have tracks? Like, do all of them need one? But, you know, I was pleasantly surprised.
Yeah, it was good.
Yes, girl. And also, too, did you like the photo shoot they did with Priyanka?
Priyanka, in case you forgot her name, it was all over her outfit. I was living for the queen coming back to say hello to the dolls.
I do like watching Priyanka yell into the queen's face what her name is.
She's so
There's something
fucking
about
loud.
it that's just so soothing.
She's so loud. I mean, I guess it just shocks the piece right into you.
Yeah, girl. It gets ya. But yeah, I thought that was really funny, though, to see Priyanka, like, interacting with all the queens and stuff like that and doing their little photo shoot and all that sort of stuff. That was fun.
The alumni moments are always great.
Yeah, I liked it.
Yes, girl. In the performance, who did you like? Who did you like the best? I guess we should say.
I'm just really like Team Isis at this point. Like she grew on me throughout the entire competition. I had a few favorites. Of course, Pythia has like always been my fave from jump, but Isis is really like showing spice and everything nice, and I'm just enjoying it. So my eyes and attention were on Isis.
Yeah, I feel you because I was actually really surprised with how well Pythia did with her verse.
Oh, yeah.
Because she kind of struggled in the last singing challenge.
She did.
Yeah.
She did turn it around.
I thought they all did kind of good, really. Like, Kendall had good lyrics and it was fun, but I don't know. I was more of an Isis fan.
Kendall was kind of the weakest verse-wise and performance-wise to me.
She fizzled a pinch. I have to agree.
Yeah.
It was kind of like... meh. Like I was waiting for like to get into it, but luckily they had someone strong starting and finishing the performance.
Yeah, never quite took off. I hear you.
Yeah, girl. What else happened in this week's episode? We had our runway. We got to see all the queens come back, and the runway category was Coronation Extravaganza.
Oh my G.
I thought that there were some really cool looks in the finale. Geometric was just kind of geometric. Like, to me, it didn't stand out very much.
Yeah, I am looking at the queens right now. Geometric was just geometric. I have to agree.
know.
It was
Like,
just like, meh.
She does the same thing every single time.
Yeah.
And it's never that great either.
I don't want to discredit any of these queens' drag. You know, I don't know personally what goes into drag. I'm not a drag queen.
I know. I'm being a Gia hater. I'm sorry.
But I mean, come on. Like, when you're presenting on a show, you're going to be kind of open to these critiques. We have to think about the branding, and we've seen this before, right? But I'll stop.
I thought princess, or what's her name? Like Stephanie the princess?
Stephanie Prince.
Yeah. I'm like, the princess. I thought hers was cool.
Yeah, super fierce.
I was really impressed by her look. It was a very, very strong look.
Which
To
As
run
well
the world,
as-
girls.
Yeah.
As well as Suki Doll. I really, really enjoyed her finale look, too.
Yeah.
Yes, that was gorgeous. All that pretty royal blue.
Definitely. And another standout outfit for me was also Kimura Amore.
Mm-hmm. I love all
That
the
was
patterns.
really fierce.
Yeah, the patterns and the shapes and the pops of color, just all so correct.
I don't remember what Beth and Eve wore, but it was
Yeah.
amazing.
Eve had this sort of like blue monochromatic moment.
Oh, okay, yeah.
It's like Cinderella's auntie, kind of.
Yeah, and then Beth had Well, she looked nice.
It was kind of like a nude illusion
She's
gown.
wearing a Beth dress.
Yeah, I was feeling the Beth fantasy.
Same.
Champagne fantasy.
Oceana levels are rising.
I like that one. Yeah, I liked Ocean, like that
Cracked
broken egg yolk. Yeah.
I was like, what is this bitch, a Pokemon?
And then I think the last one that I was really into was Adriana. I thought that she looked like the little red dress dancing emoji.
Yes.
Oh,
Oh my
yeah.
God. Yes.
Oh my God,
I so
girl.
see it. I so see it. Cynthia Kiss was snatched in this dress.
Okay. Yeah, it wasn't like nothing about her look really stood out to me, but it was a well put together
I'm kind
look.
of like
yeah.
I've
Nothing stand out. I agree.
secretly become like a Cynthia Kiss fan, by the way.
Yeah, I like Cynthia Kiss. I mean, if you've been listening the whole season, you've heard me
Yes.
say that.
Absolutely.
She's
I'm
like
glad
a
that you're
standout
here.
to me. Like, I don't know.
So that's like, this is old news.
And this bitch can sing in musicals
Duh.
too.
Yeah.
Adriana's look, though, you've got me every time if you're serving me blood red, honestly.
Yes, girl. So of course, they made the queens, the top 3, sing one more time to do a lip sync to "It's All Coming Back to Me Now" by Canadian queen Celine Dion.
I just love this song. I had this song on cassette when I was a child. Oh my gosh. Celine.
It's just a good song.
Celine, if you're listening, we love you.
Kendall seemed like she was trying to perform like a comedy lip sync, and it just really was not fitting the feel of the song.
Nope. Sometimes you have to be able to serve a proper lip sync. I appreciate and stan our comedy queens, but everything can't be comedy all the time.
And honestly, I think that Pythia did better than Isis in the lip sync. Just like a hair, not blowing her out of the water.
I'm gonna give you that because Pythia can serve, and Isis, of course, you know what Isis can do. But I was glad to see kind of Pythia show up and fight.
Oh yeah, she.
Not that she
it was,
hasn't
like,
been,
right. It was definitely between those two gals for me, like the whole time, the whole finale. I was like, it's got to be one of these two. Like, I just don't see what Kendall making much of a difference.
No, I agree.
So, of course, at the end of all of these, hoops, they tell their, themselves like what they loved about each other, what to expect, talking to their younger selves. They showed a picture of Brad doing shitty drag, so they really exposed him as not being qualified to be a judge on the panel.
I knew you were going to say something about that picture.
Exposed, bitch.
Brad sucks.
I knew it.
If there's a producer listening, please eliminate him from the next season.
Seth is
Bring
gonna
back
drag this photo.
JBC.
Oh gosh.
We want JBC back.
Yeah,
I want Stacey McKenzie back.
we want
honestly.
the OGs
Yeah,
back.
yeah,
Bring us back
Stacey.
season 1.
Stacey.
Yes, girl. Just don't be dicks to them.
Yeah.
Be nice if you bring back JBC. And pay,
Yes,
pay
girl.
him twice the amount you paid him before.
Ooh, also, how fierce was Priyanka's crowning look?
Stuntinta. Like, come on. Like, that, first of all, red on their skin is just like it.
Beautiful. Well, that's what she wore for her original finale, was a red outfit.
And like, yes, that's right. Call back to her season, and also kind of like the arms piece, kind of like a call to their culture.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
I love that.
It was fierce. So good. I was like, damn, not Priyanka showing all the finalists up.
That dress was fucking amazing.
I know, and that hair color
She
was
killed
great.
it.
Yes, but of course, there does have to be one winner, and that was Isis Couture.
Yes, congratulations, Isis.
I think this was really good. Like, I honestly think we have 2 amazing Drag Race Canada winners.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I think Isis deserved it. Absolutely. I think she definitely kind of like opened up and was more interesting to watch as the season went on. Mm-hmm. So I don't know. I really liked Isis. I'm happy she won.
Yeah.
I am too. She really grew on me watching the show. I really enjoyed their eleganza, their finale eleganza. And I mean, well deserved. Way to show up for the season and entertain the people.
Yes, girl. Wow. Well, we pretty much finished all of our drag coverage for the podcast. So I will discuss the winner of Dragula briefly next week. Oh, is someone breaking into your house?
Reynolds decided that in this moment he would destroy his BarkBox toy.
I think he's upset that our podcast is coming to an end.
Yeah, he's got a lot of feelings and opinions.
Yeah. Oh yeah, let's do. Okay, so I know we've been slacking off on trade the past few episodes, like maybe a month's worth of episodes.
Yes, trade. Trade.
So I was
Where
like,
are they?
This podcast. Where's the trade? Where are the trades?
We're over trade, bitch.
Oh, look, I'm scrolling on Instagram and it's a Javi Platano.
Ooh, trade. You can catch him in the trade Rolodex.
Yeah, trade of the century.
So I was like, we're this is our last like coverage of drag. So I was like, I just wanted one more option to do trade. And so I didn't tell Jamal and Stoney who it was, but they know who this person is. So I knew that they would be nice and surprised. This person, we've kind of been going back and forth about whether or not I would ever make him trade. So I think I thought it was only fitting for our last trade to make our heterosexual correspondent, Nick, to be our last trade.
Oh my gosh. Last trade of the week, Nick.
What?
So yeah, I know he was worried that he would never get picked as trade.
Oh my gosh, what a moment.
Yeah, I finally, given in. Now that we have Maddie Morphosis on the show, I feel like it's fair to make Nick the trade.
Oh no! Well, for the record, listeners, we've had straight trade before.
Yeah, we have had straight trade before.
Have we?
But
My trade.
Oh, yeah.
My trade for sure. Yeah.
Okay.
definitely a lot of straight trade over the past.
Actual
but
trade.
yeah.
Oh, look, it's
This
Eva
seemed-
from the trail. She can't see us.
She's coming back. But yeah, so I thought it would only be fair to have Nick be our last trade of the season or of the series.
How fun. He's probably cackling in the car as we speak.
Yeah. He's also probably secretly turned on and having homoerotic thoughts.
Ooh, I hope he breaks out the short shorts for Steph.
Yeah, I hope so. And I would also like to request no Axe body spray.
No Axe body spray. No.
That's not my fantasy, girl.
Just call me. We can point you to the good stuff.
Yes. All right. So we've gotten to trade. We've made it through the episode. This is our last episode, mainly talking about drag race topics. And so I thought we kind of wanted to just let you know what to expect for our last 3 episodes so that you would be excited and know what to expect. Next week, we have a fun sequel to one of our previous episodes. Next week, we'll be doing an episode called Songs That I Would Like to Do Drag To.
Yes.
So, very excited.
Woo! This is going to be so fun.
I'm so excited.
Yes, we had a lot of fun with this one, and we've gotten lots of positive feedback about this episode as well. So we wanted to do one more for you. And then the episode after that, as you know, we're trying to get through this series of drunk herstory where we went through past seasons and got drunk and kind of talked about the season as a whole. But then RuPaul started just churning out these seasons, and we never got the chance to do that.
Never.
So we've decided to do one last drunk herstory episode, but this one will be the drunk herstory of RuPaul. So we're going to kind of just basically roast RuPaul in various moments from the mini seasons.
Yeah, basically seasons 3 through whatever's airing right now, and also History of RuPaul. So get ready, because I plan on being blitzed.
And I plan on being shady.
You're gonna be like Jan, like hitting the shade bell.
Perfect storm. Oh my gosh, perfect storm.
We're just gonna leave the We're gonna leave the shade rattle going the whole episode.
Just like lightly in the background.
Yeah. And then, of course, our last episode 250, we have planned a series finale for you all where, we're just going to kind of talk about our favorite moments from the show, like about making the show and that sort of thing. We'll also... hopefully we'll have some audio clips from people just kind of saying goodbye or
share some notes, some thoughts.
Just kind of bring in the faves back. If you're someone that listens to the show and that you would want to be included in the finale episode, if you have any like parting message that you would want to hear, feel free to email us a short clip at tfcpod@gmail.com.
Yeah.
And we'll be and include your Twitter handle or some way that we can find you.
Yeah, or if you're like a hater too, you can leave a message as well.
Yeah, we don't mind haters leaving messages. We've always wanted to be read.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, at your own risk. He will be roasted as
yes. So that's what you can expect for our last 3 episodes. I hope that's very exciting to you and as exciting it is for us to do them.
It's going to be so fun. I hope you're looking forward to it. We're going to have a blast as we have this entire time doing the podcast. So, we're going to turn the party. Come join.
Yes, girl. So make sure you have all of your drinks lined up for these next few weeks. And we'll be back next week with some songs that I would like to do drag to. We'll introduce, I think we're coming up with new drag names.
Yes.
And
I need to go out on something strong that I can stick with and keep forever.
Yes, girl. We'll present our new drag personas to you, and we'll tell you. I think we in the past we've each done 3 songs, and then we kind of explain why we picked the song and what kind of performance you would get when you watched us perform it.
Yeah, I'm so excited.
Yeah.
There will be at least one Beyonce song.
I have to go back
kiss
and
my ass.
Yeah, I have to go back and listen to the old episode because I don't remember how it went. So
Yeah. No repeats, girl.
No repeats.
no repeats.
No repeats. It's going to be a whole new vibe. I'm so pumped about it.
Yes, girl. So make sure you all come back for that episode. It's going to be super fun. But until then, bye.
Bye.